And we are back. What's good, YouTube? Making this video as a follow-up to my previous video on the Navihawk A-T watch, which I bought some time ago. I had originally promised to do a follow-up video as a review a month or so after I had received the watch. It's now almost 2 years later, and I've got to say the watch does have its pluses, but it also has some major minuses, which I'm going to get to in a minute. First of all, let's talk about the good stuff. The watch looks great. I'm never at a loss for compliments on the watch when I'm wearing it, and it has become my daily wear watch. So it does get its mileage. The other thing I like about it is it's never needs winding. That is part of the selling point on these Navihawks, is that they work on solar power, so you never need to wind them. And it's an atomic watch, so it can actually be set through the atomic time feature that's across the United States and Europe and other places. So that kind of goes without saying. It does maintain its charger very well. As you can see, it's at close to 100% now, and it's actually dark here. I usually wear a long sleeve dress shirt 6 days out of the week, so the watch doesn't actually get a whole lot of sunlight, and of course I work indoors, but it maintains a full charge pretty much every time I look at it, so that's a big plus. The things I don't like about the watch are really what's bring me to this video at this point. My biggest, well, I won't say my biggest, but one of the bigger problems I have with the watch is that every time I want to do something with it, aside from running the timer or checking the calendar, I need to look at a programming video on YouTube. The instructions are quite extensive, but who's got time to go and dig them up every time you want to do something, especially if you're not at home at your own computer. So that's one of the things that I don't like about the watch. The other big thing I didn't like was the need for a tool, a special tool, to change the links out of the watch. If you can look here, you might be able to see it. When I actually removed the watch link, I managed to put a few scratches on the edge here. Hardly noticeable, but noticeable to me, and I wasn't happy with the fact that I should have probably gotten a special tool to do it. In comparison, with my tag, I can change the links pretty much with a tiny screwdriver and a paper clip. So in that respect, the watch isn't the best. So if you, after all of this, after you hear this review, if you decide that you want to go ahead and buy the watch, by all means, either take it to a jeweler and have them take the links out for you, or buy some of those special tools that they sell on Amazon to remove the links. Another less than optimal feature of the watch is that when it gets wet, you cannot press the buttons. That's not to say you can't do it, but you shouldn't do it. It says so in the instructions. Now, I have on occasion gotten into the shower with it by mistake, but I've never taken it swimming or diving or anything like that. So I can't vouch for the fact that pressing the buttons while the watch is wet will cause any problems. I have inadvertently pressed the button after getting out of the shower with it and have noticed no ill effects, but they still say you shouldn't do it. It might introduce water into the casing, and then you'll have a whole new set of problems. It's supposedly waterproof to 200 meters, or water resistant, as they say, to 200 meters. But again, I haven't tested that fact. But all that is leading up to this, my worst problem with the watch, and that is that the crystal has sustained a bunch of scratches. Now, I told you I do use this as a daily wearer, but you know, I'm not in construction or anything like that. I have a fairly mundane existence as far as physical activity is concerned, so it's boggles me that a sapphire crystal should have these kind of scratches in it after, and mind you, I've counted 5 scratches in the watch face so far, and I'll put some pictures up. Well, I've counted 5 scratches in the watch face so far, and it just blows me away that this is supposed to be a sapphire crystal. Again, comparing it to my tag, I wore that daily for a couple of years and never got a scratch on it. Not on the watch face anyway. Of course, in the housing and that sort of thing, you expect that kind of thing. And I have to admit, the housing on this watch holds up pretty well. Not a whole lot of scratches. The band is holding up fairly well. Again, not a whole lot of scratches except for the ones that I put in it, trying to remove the links. Actually, you can see a few there from wear and tear, but that's to be expected of the band. With a sapphire crystal display, I would expect better performance, especially after just under 2 years of wear and tear. So my overall opinion is that the watch is a beautiful watch, with the exception of the sapphire crystal display, which should perform better. And for that reason, I would recommend that you not buy the watch, specifically if you're particular about those sort of things, and I am. On a later video, I'm going to try to fix this on my own. I'd rather not replace the crystal, but I'm going to take a Dremel to it and see if I can buff out the scratches. I've done that on some of my cheaper watches in the past, and it worked out fine, but, well, I don't know. It's hardly noticeable, but it's noticeable to me, and, well, we'll see. So I hope you liked the video. If you have any comments or suggestions, by all means, put them in the comment section below. You can hit the like button if you feel so inclined, and I'll talk to you later.